So thank you everyone for joining. First of all, I thank our special guests for having time to present their study programs and answer your questions in live session. So it's really nice. You have this option to ask your questions directly to program representatives, which is not always the case or not very often the case. So for those who are joining us for the first time and don't really know me, my name is Nino. I am a study counselor at MyGermanUniversity. I was also an international student in Germany. And Sibei, who is my colleague from MyGermanUniversity as well. So we always try to share our own experience on how to apply, how to reach Germany, and then how to continue your maybe work here and so on. So we are really happy to answer your questions regarding anything related to studying or coming to Germany in terms of bachelor or master studies. However, we would highly encourage you to focus mostly today on the questions regarding the study programs, because this is the main reason we have the special guests, so that you get the best answer you will be wishing for. And to even make it more productive, if you have a special, because we have two special guests today, if you have a question directed to any of the study programs, it will be also nice if you could write the name of a program or maybe a name of the speaker, so that again, you get the best possible answer. So, all right, so together we will talk about studying management in Germany. But before we do so, I would ask Sibei to please present herself, and I will share the screen for you for introducing MyGermanUniversity.
Yep. Hello, everyone. This is Sibei from MyGermanUniversity. I'm currently in my very last year of master programs in Bremen University, and I am also an international student, as you may or may not know. So today, before we go into talking about the two wonderful study programs, I would just like to tell you a little bit more about MyGermanUniversity and the kind of services and things that we offer that may help you. So the first thing is, if you get onto our website, the first thing you would see is our study finder. So this is basically the database we have created that include the most programs, like more than 2,000 English top programs in Germany. So if you're not sure about the study programs you're looking for, I would say this is a great place to start. You could also play around with the filters. If you have, some specific things in mind, for example, the subjects you want to study or the city you want to be in, or whether you want to be at a public or private university. So make sure you check that out. If you want to know a little bit more about the more general topics regarding studying in Germany, so for example, for visa applications, degree requirements, and whatnot, you should definitely also check out our articles. We have more than 70 of them. All of them are written by either international students who have studied in Germany or people who have worked with the German higher education system. So these are some great resources out there. You should definitely check the articles out as well. Last but not least, if you want something a little bit more interactive, we host weekly webinars. So there are two main types of webinars we host. One is like the one today, the subject webinar, where we would be inviting special guests to come over and talk about specific programs. The other one would be more on the general topics about, applying to universities in Germany, visa application, uni assist, and whatnot. So if you're interested in these kind of topics, you could for sure join our webinars. They're all free, and we offer them also in different languages as well. So just check out our webinar page to see if there's something you're interested in. The very last thing, just a little bit more about MyGermanUniversity as a company and our team. We are a startup based in Hamburg, Germany. but we have our team members from everywhere in the world. We all have this common background of either work in German higher education system or have studied in Germany. So we know what we're talking about. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us via email or on our Facebook page. We will leave our contact information in the chat during the webinars as well. That is it from my side today. I hope you enjoy the rest of the webinars. Now I'll be in the background answering your questions at the Q&A session. Please also make sure that you keep an eye on the chat as well, even though you cannot really use the chat function. We will be posting some important links and information at the chat box as well. So.
Thank you very much, Sibei, for the introduction and for giving us necessary details. So yeah, I also wish everyone a very fruitful and productive webinar. And I will join Sibei very soon in Q&A because I'm also a co-moderator today. The main figures I will be presenting later on. All right, just before I join Sibei, I would like to briefly talk about studying management in Germany kind of generally. So what you should be expecting and so on. As you already saw, we have 2 study programs. It was also visible on our page where you signed up for a webinar. And today we have 2 special speakers, Tim Colberg and Jana Vogel, who will be presenting master programs. The first one is Master Financial Services Management, and then we also have full-time Master in Management. So stay with us until the end, and especially during the live Q&A session. But before that, let's talk about 2 databases where you can find generally programs of bachelor and master degrees for studying management or innovation management. The first one is Hochschulkompass, which is offered by German Rectors Conference, and there you can see mainly programs which are taught in German. And in this case, you see on a slide that if you type management or the Czech using their own filters, you will find 415 degree programs. Out of them, only 98 are in English. However, if you are the one who wants to study in English, like I and Sibei did, then you should go to our study finder, which you already know and you can see in my background. So there you can find 323 degree programs for the same subject field. And we have a division for you because we often have questions regarding bachelors separately, masters separately, and we have 71 bachelor program, 252 for master's program. And then you can also see English only. What does it mean when we say that we are showing only English taught programs? The thing is that some programs have this kind of double mode, or they have some courses or some modules in English, others or minority in German. Therefore, this is also indicated on our study finder. And in case of English only, or if you go to language requirements and then click no German skills needed, you will see the programs which are taught 100% in English. If you are the one who is not sure if he or she wants to study management in Germany at all, or wants to know an overview of study programs, of rankings, tuition fees of the study programs, general requirements for application and admission, then you can use our subject page, which has this kind of summed up information for you. And then you can just orient and search for university starting from there, even you have an overview of what does management, studying management in Germany means at all. However, our pro tip will be that you shouldn't be always guided by international rankings. Why? Because when coming to Germany or when choosing a specific program, you are the one who should create a ranking, because the study program should be suitable to your own requirements, be it tuition fee, be it language requirement, be it specific professor who is in that particular program and you want to have this master class with him directly. So this is always very important. Okay, it's really nice to be in internationally top ranked university, but again, my own advice, or as a student, I would say that you should not be only guided by that. You should also have your own criteria. A little bit more about landscape of German universities. Roughly speaking, there are two major groupings. So there is university, which also includes technical universities and universities of applied sciences. So both of these types, they have programs of management. In case of universities and technical universities, it's 72 programs. This can also be filtered in our study finder. In case of universities of applied sciences, it's 232. Why do we mention it and what's the difference? There is not a huge difference. I would say you can see a comparative table here. The biggest difference is the orientation or the focus of studies. Universities are more research or theory oriented. Universities of applied sciences are more application or practice oriented. Another difference was about PhD programs, which is not the case anymore because many of them do have PhD programs. I am talking about universities of applied sciences right now. That's why you have here a cross and a tick. All right, when you search for study program in management, it's not always called management. It may have some other wording, and it may even not have the word management in it, but major courses or modules are about management. So here are some of the examples. I will not read them out because you can see them on the slide. And I will share the link with all the searched results with you in a chat when I'm in the background. All right, now I will stop my long speech, which I promised to be short, and invite our first speaker, Tim Colberg, who is program representative and also PhD candidate at the University of Applied Sciences, Kaiserslautern. And here you can see a map on the right side of my slide. So to know where are you going next semester and prepare which cities you would like to visit nearby. And also you can see on the left side of the presentation an international outlook of the university, which is 50%, which is really nice. And you will find some people to talk with in English, maybe in your own languages as well. So, okay, I will stop sharing my screen right now. And Tim, the floor is yours.
Thank you for the introduction. And yeah, thank you for having me here. So I will start and share my presentation as well. Yeah, welcome again. I want to talk today about also my study program, and I'm working for now is the Master of Financial Services Management. And yeah, who am I and why I'm talking to you today? Yeah, I'm here in the middle. My name is Tim Colberg, like I said, and I'm today here also because I finished this study program 2.5 years, more or less 2.5 years ago. So I think I know what I'm talking about because yeah, I applied here, I did the study program, and now I'm working for the university here as a research assistant, and I'm on the more or less other side, not the student side, but being responsible or taking care of our students here, especially our international students, because I'm working here for the head of this financial service management master program. It's Professor Dr. Christian Armbruster. He is head of our 2 international study programs here in our or at our site, and yes, he gives you warm greetings. He has a long history here at our universities, at our university more or less for 20 years. He worked before also in the financial service industry, and he's very experienced with internationalization, because he is handling this for our university as well. Me, myself, like I said, I finished this program. Maybe some backstory. I'm not here from this region where our university is right now, but I'm from the northern part of Germany. I said to me, okay, after I did my bachelor's and worked a few years, that I want to, again, try myself and give a chance to further go into academia, and started this master program here. And I'm very pleased and satisfied with this master program and the outcome. And I never thought before that I then working for a university and also now pursuing a PhD, like you just heard. So the opportunities here at the university really changed my future career and outlook. So I hope I can give you some ideas about it in my presentation here. Then the third of us, John, he is not here today, but he is also part of our team, and especially for our international students or internationalization of our campus or department. And we three are here, and like I said, working for a long time to take care of our international students. Now you heard about me, but what about our university? So we are University of Applied Sciences Kaiserslautern. We have more or less, like you saw in this small introduction, 6,000 students, so a smaller university. This is also a reason for me to choose this, not one of the very big universities where you're just a number, but here in a smaller, in smaller courses, you can really talk to professors. And we have 160 full-time professors. And yes, we are talking about management. Of course, we are looking here at our Department of Business Administration, and we have more or less 1,600 students with 30 full-time professors. And we will take a look at the number of international students as well. Also, of course, we are here in Europe. And so we have a lot of international agreements and exchange agreements with different universities in Europe or all over the world. So yes, you can take also the advantage of that. Speaking of taking the advantage of being in the heart of Europe, here you saw it on the map of Germany. We are not very in the center of Germany because we are close to the border to France. So our department here is in Zweibrücken, and Zweibrücken is perfectly situated for what we are talking about today, because we are not just specialized in management, but in financial service management. And we're talking about finance. What comes into my mind, Luxembourg and Frankfurt. So here we are situated perfectly between these two centers of finance in Europe, and also part of the whole world. And we have close connections also with, for example, we have good connections with EY and PwC. So normally each winter semester, so I think in a few months from now, we are normally visiting Luxembourg with all our international students, going there for a day with EY, talking about working possibilities there. And like you see on the left picture as well, yes, it's a smaller city. It's very green here, and you have a lot of forest and nice fields around. So it's more quiet. But like I said, it's for example also Paris is very near. You can reach Paris in 3 hours, for example. So it's a nice place. Also here some more impressions. On the left side, this is our university or our campus. It's rather modern. So our university was founded, or this part of our university is, I think, 30, 40 years old now. You can see here part of our university and the city in the background on the left side. Like I said, very green fields. We have a football field here or soccer field, and yeah, it's a very good place to hang out. And like I said, also our international students are normally, the dormitories are directly at the campus, and yeah, here you have a good time to hang out and study, of course, but also enjoy your time. But speaking of enjoying your time, you're not just here to spend time yeah, with your friends, but also yeah, learn a bit. So, and I also included here the bottom right picture with some dark clouds. So yes, you will you can expect also a challenging program here, and you will be, yeah, you will experience good work and a good environment to also, yeah, was a perfect word, to try new ways and to focus on your studies. Also, which was just a small tidbit here as well. Maybe you recognized it's our observatory at our campus, and we painted it a few years ago in the R2-D2 logo. And actually, Mark Hamill, so the actor for Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars movies, he tweeted about our observatory. So a bit of famous here. Nevertheless, so let's go from our campus, and what was my idea also to join this university, to more our program. So what can you expect? Of course, some figures here. Maybe we can start from below. So we have currently, I checked it up, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, more or less 140 international students from 26 different countries. So when I started here in 2017, we were a class of a few Germans and a lot of international students. So I made great contact and had a lot of friends from many different countries. Yes, it was challenging as well to learn different accents and to all get one page on speaking English, but nevertheless, we managed it. And it is also part of management to come together from all over the world and yeah, find a common ground. And the common ground, hopefully for you, is here financial services. So yes, we are a bit specialized. We are a Master of Arts, nevertheless. We are fully in English. If your German is good enough, you have the possibility to also take courses in German, but you don't need German. We start in each term, so summer term and winter term. Actually, we just opened our admission time frame, so you can apply now for this program. And yeah, normally our duration is 3 semesters. It's 90 ECTS. We will come back to this later a bit. And yeah, we just started this week with our lectures. So our new students arrived here, or still we are in hybrid form. So some students arrived here, the other are joining the courses online. What kind of courses we're talking about? So in our program here, you see our courses. We have more general management courses. For example, you can see here financial and managerial accounting, or management and organizational behavior, intercultural management, or international marketing. So more general management, or also you can very specify here on asset management, cash and treasury management, commercial bank management, yeah, international finance and reassurance. So especially in our core modules, of course, there are a lot of specialized modules when you want very deep into financial services. And like I said, we have a lot of very experienced professors in this field. Also, to improve our international field here in our program, we have professors from Argentina. So, for example, 2 professors teach in this program from Argentina in, for example, commercial bank management, and also part of international finance. Also 1 professor from England we have incorporated here in our program. So you see very international, not just for the students, but also from the professors. And all of these professors have a lot of experience in work. Just one more example here, our professor for marketing, she is working for SAP in a management position. So she has a lot of experience in multinational corporations. So here a quick overview about our modules. Like I see here, there are some with a G in parentheses. These are in German. Like I said, you can choose them, but you don't need to. So our course is, of course, fully in English. For this, you need, as a language requirement, the B2 or English proficiency of B2. How you can get this B2, differentiate of the test or something like that. So this is all on our homepage. So for the TOEFL or IELTS test or something like that, what kind of threshold you need to get B2, you can find this. You you don't need German. Nevertheless, we are here and we are very pleased to also teach you German, because especially in Germany, knowing some German is quite beneficial. So you can also work here in some companies and can have a good relationship to them. So yes, we're also here to teach you some German if you want. If you're just as a heads up here, when your program or your bachelor program wasn't fully in English and it's very clearly stated in your diploma, then it's also you met the language requirement. But you can find this in our on our homepage in the FAQs. So the language is a big part. Next, of course, you are done with your bachelor program, and now you're here in Germany pursuing a master degree. So of course, we need some background, or you need some background to acquire this master degree. For us, minimum of 3.0 in the German grading system in your bachelor degree. Of course, everything above is fine. Then next, you need some knowledge in economics, business management, finance. But if you have a BBA, for example, a very general bachelor, it's no problem. So if you have maybe 1 or 2 courses in finance, it's totally fine. Like I said, you have the possibility here to also learn finance. Maybe then it's more stressful for you, but you can handle it, no problem. Then here again, because I talked here about we are a course of 90 ECTS, so you need 210 ECTS to acquire your master degree. So either you come here with 210 ECTS, or you have also some other possibilities. For example, when you have just a degree with 180 ECTS, it's no problem. You can either get 30 ECTS awarded by work experience more than 1 year, for example, or you already finished another master degree, it's also fine, or you took some extra courses, or at the least, also if you're have no work experience or something else, of course, we are giving you here the opportunity to do some extra ECTS so that you can be awarded a master degree here in Germany, and then start hopefully a career either in your country, or maybe you have some ties here in Germany or found a good working place, and maybe you will stay here and spread our name and your name hopefully. Then when you're doing this, so what else is part, I thought about, okay, you're applying now. So what is the process? You applied, you hopefully started at our university, then you do your master courses. We have here also the possibility, because yes, you are in Europe. In Europe, you have a lot of possibilities for Erasmus, for example. Maybe you heard it before. And of course, there is the possibility also in this master program to have a mobility semester. So you can do your 30 ECTS at a partner university with a similar curriculum. So it's no problem at all. Then at the end, so you have 2 semesters of lectures, and then at the end, of course, you write your master thesis. For this, you have 1 semester or more or less 4 months, and you will end it with your defense of your master thesis, the colloquium, and then you will hopefully be awarded a master in financial service management or Master of Arts and become one of our great alumni. Then maybe you want to challenge yourself even more. Here at our university, yes, we are a University of Applied Sciences, but we have a PhD partner program, which I'm currently part of. So we have a joint doctoral program with Riga. So Riga is a city in the Baltic region in Europe. And we are here a strategic partner. Like I said, I am currently doing this, and hopefully also achieve my doctor in maybe 1 or 2 years. So this is more or less everything I got here for my study program. Like I said, financial service management is it called, and I really enjoyed it. I had a great time here, made a lot of friends, and yeah, I'm now eager to even challenge myself more with this PhD program. So yeah, you are here fitted, or you will be fitted and learn everything you need to go even the next step in your career. So then, thank you a lot. I'm more or less in my time frame. So yeah, hopefully we will see us again.
Thank you very much, Tim, for sharing your own experience as well. Well, you mentioned the language requirements. I quickly copied the section with language requirements. So the attendees, you can see in the chat the language requirements of TOEFL, IELTS, Cambridge English, and so on. So everything is in the chat. And the page, the program page is also shared. So feel free to copy it, save it, and then apply. I already have some questions, but I will wait for our another wonderful speaker today, and then we'll sum up all the questions and we can discuss them at the end. So let me share the screen once again, because I have another wonderful slide here with a picture of Jana Vogel, who will be presenting full-time master in management. And again, you can see the map to locate Leipzig Graduate School of Management. And now you have a choice to choose from the 2 programs where you would like to apply, or maybe you apply to both, get accepted to both, and then decide where to go. So here you can see again the map to locate the university and the international outlook, which is 41%, which is great. And I assume there are many international students, so you may find some of your friends there as well. All right, I will stop sharing the screen. And Ms. Vogel, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. So let me share my screen. Second. Okay. So you should see my presentation now, right?
Yes, everything is good.
Okay, great. So thank you very much for introducing me. My name is Jana. I am the Director of Program Marketing at HHL. And yeah, I work at HHL actually since over almost 20 years. So I've seen the school growing and developing, and I know many of our students, many of our alumni, and I can answer all your questions you have about HHL. So, and today I am the Director of Program Marketing and more or less, yeah, responsible for the marketing of the program and for student recruitment also. So today I would like to introduce our 2 full-time master management programs. So all of our programs are in English. And but today I'm here for you to introduce the Master in Management program. And we have also a Master in Management program with a specialization in finance. So I would like to start with 3 reasons. I want to give you 3 reasons why you should choose your master degree at HHL. And I start with reason one, top university. So why do we think that we are a top university? So HHL is actually over 120 years old. So we have been established in 1898 as Handelshochschule Leipzig is the German name, and this was actually an initiative of the Leipzig Chamber of Commerce. And with this, the Leipzig Chamber of Commerce founded the first university with business administration as an academic subject. So, so we are, let's say, the first university in the German-speaking world which offered business administration on a university level. Yeah. So we then, during the difficult times in Germany in 1992, we have been refounded as a private business school. And there we started to offer the former degree diploma in business or diploma in management. And over the years, we introduced further programs, the Master in Management program. Then we started a part-time Master in program. We started an international MBA program. And you can also do your doctoral degree at HHL. So we are a university, a fully approved university in Germany, private university. Today we are very, very small. So even compared to the Hochschule Kaiserslautern, we are even smaller with 780 students. But we are at the same time very, very international. So we have students from all over the world on our campus, from over 50 nations actually. And therefore, the language on campus for us is English. All our programs are in English. All the staff speaks English. So the campus language itself, let's say, is English. Yeah. So we have over 140 partner universities in our network because all of our students have to do a term abroad. It's included in your program, in your master program, 1 term abroad. And I come later to this partner universities, but it's mainly so that you can choose where you want to go. We have 2 places per partner universities available for you, and students can choose where they want to go for 1 term, for their 1 term abroad. Yeah, then maybe what's also important to mention is that HHL was the first private German university or private business school, which was accredited by AACSB International in 2004, and since then we have been 4 times re-accredited. Yeah, so you have to go for the accreditation by AACSB every 5 years. So when it comes to rankings, I mean, yeah, Nino said something at the beginning. I fully agree, Nino. You said don't look too much at international rankings. Do your own rankings. I do agree, because I also think you have to start by yourself. What are you looking for? What is important for you? And then make your own short list of business schools, let's say it like this. But nevertheless, of course, we are quite proud to be also in international rankings. So for instance, we are in the Master Management ranking by the Financial Times. We are ranked #1 when it comes to salaries of our graduates. And we are ranked #9 worldwide when it comes to student satisfaction with their program. We are also ranked as number one entrepreneurial university by the Stifterverband für die Deutsche Wissenschaft, which is the association of, I'm not quite sure about the English expression. I don't know, Nino, can you help? Nevertheless, we can write it in the chat later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is about rankings. Then we have also a very strong focus on entrepreneurship. So many of our alumni founded already their own business. So we have over 300 startups in our alumni network. And among these startups are also very well-known companies. Like I showed you the slide before, like Trivago, About You, Delivery Hero. You might know some of these logos, which you can see on the slide. And to help our students or alumni to create or to develop their own startup, we have integrated in the curriculum not only courses like entrepreneurship or financial or entrepreneurial finance. Also, we have a business plan seminar in our curriculum. Also, we have an affiliated incubator, which is called Digital Space, where you can work as a team on your business idea, and we help you and guide you through the different steps. And then we have also affiliated an accelerator, where you can come with your startup, which is already established, but you want to grow or you want to scale up your business. So then you can go into the Spin Lab, which is our accelerator. So I showed you already this slide. So among our the startups of our alumni, you find Trivago, About You, and so on. And then, yeah, let me come to the actually topic, our master programs. As I said at the beginning, we offer 2 tracks. Yeah, we have it is a master in management program, but we offer 2 tracks. So all of our programs are in English, and we have 120 ECTS. And one track is the master in management, and the other track is the finance track. So both tracks start in September. So we just started with our new class 3 weeks ago. Our program takes 2 years. Yeah, you can finish it after 21 months, but normally it takes 2 years, 24 months, fully in English. Application deadline is in May for non-EU applicants. For EU applicants or people who don't need a visa, it's in June 20th. And yeah, as I said, a mandatory term abroad is included, and also up to 3 internships. Yeah, and we encourage our students. One is mandatory, one internship, but we always encourage our students to do as many internships as possible, because the internship is normally, you know, you might agree, is normally a door opener, yeah, to a position after graduation. Yeah, then we also offer with some of our partner universities, we also offer double degree options, so that you can even get a second degree at one of our partner universities. And the difference between the 2 tracks is that in the management track, you have to choose 2 out of 4 options. So we have 4, we call it deep dives, yeah, the 4 specializations, we call it deep dives, and you have to choose 2 out of 4. And in the finance track, you completely focus on finance topics, yeah? Or our main focus in the finance track is corporate finance. So regarding our class profile, as I said, we just started with our class in September with our new class, and we are, as I said, very small. We have in our class 60 students, and 50% are international students, so 50% Germans, 50% international students. In each deep dive, we have about 25 students. So yeah, when it comes to the deep dive, the class is even smaller, and we require a GMAT score, and the minimum is 600, and the average GMAT score of our students is 620. Average age is about 24, and our students have about 1 to 2 years work experience before they come to HHL. So we require 3 months internship experience at least, but many of our applicants have already, let's say, a gap year between their bachelor and their master degree, and have about 1 year work experience. So here you can see our time schedule. We divide the program into terms, and one term is about more or less 3 months, 12 weeks. So we start in term 1, we start with our welcome weeks. These are 2 weeks where you get, yeah, we provide team building activities. We had a team rally. You have many networking opportunities. We have even the first career sessions with partner companies. Or yeah, it's the welcome week. It's designed just to bring you as a class together, yeah. And then you start with our essential management courses, and also in the second term, more or less you have essential management courses. Yeah, there we have courses like in economics, in accounting, finance, marketing, and so on, but also courses like negotiation, problem solving, communication, or self-reflection. So also soft skill courses, yeah. In the third term, you have also, or we offer also a student consulting project. So you have to do with some of your fellow students. We have to work on a real life case, which we will get from one of our partner companies, and you have to work together in a team and also present your outcome to the company representatives at the end of the term. And then in the third term, you start already with your specializations with one of your deep dives. Yeah, in the third term, which is in summer, you can do your first internship. And summertime is good for internships in Germany. And then after this, in September, you go for your term abroad. And if you come back from your term abroad, you can do another internship. You can also do an internship in the country where you spend your term abroad, and that's up to you. And in the seventh term, you have 4 courses in your deep dives, and then in the final term, you have to write your master thesis. Yeah, the master thesis, let's say, the end of the program. Yeah, when it comes to the courses, as I said, we have this general management track and the finance track. We start with the general management essentials. Yeah, we have courses in business administration, economics. I mentioned it already, leadership reflection, and also in entrepreneurship. Then we have a part, we call it business competencies. There you have this student consulting project, you do an internship, and you do your term abroad. And the third part is the deep dives. You have to choose in the general management track, you can choose 2 out of these 4 deep dives: strategic management, financial decision-making, transformation management, or digital entrepreneurship. And in the finance track, you focus purely on finance topics. So as I mentioned before, we have over 140 partner universities worldwide. So you can choose where you want to go. We have very good very well-ranked partner universities in our network, like Chicago Booth or Tuck School of Business or Imperial College London. You just have to bear in your mind, if you want to go to one of these partners universities, you need a very high GMAT score, but you have to option, yeah. And we have also a selection of, you see it on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, we have also a selection of partner universities where you can even go for a second degree, for a double degree. Yeah, maybe one of our, let's say, main USP is that we are quite proud of the outcome of our graduates or alumni after graduation. As I said at the beginning, we are ranked first in Germany when it comes to the starting salary of our alumni after finishing their studies. So on average, our students or our alumni earn over almost 70,000 euro. And after 3 years, you can expect an income of almost over 90,000 euro per year. And the employment rate is 95% within 3 months after graduation. So within 3 months, almost all of our students have found their dream job. And the biggest part of the industry, which you can see on the right-hand side in this chart, over 30% start their career in consulting. So we have many big consulting firms recruiting our students right on campus. Yeah, like McKinsey, Bain, Boston Consulting Group, Roland Berger. They all come for recruiting events to HHL and recruit our students. Then the second most important part is the finance industry, banking finance industry, including venture capital firms. And then the third part is internet or e-commerce companies. And we have a very active career service. So the team in our career service or career development department, they help our students a lot. They organize recruiting events. They do workshops with you. They do mock interviews with you. They provide you with networking contacts to our alumni. So they help you a lot to find internships or a job after graduation. So we are a private business school. That means that we require a tuition fee, and of course we know the financial topic is always very important to you. We all know this, and that's why we offer some opportunities. We have, for instance, a cooperation with Prodigy Finance, where you can apply for a student loan. Of course, you know maybe already you can also apply for a scholarship by the DAAD. And we offer also HHL scholarships, so to outstanding candidates. You get a partial tuition fee reduction, and the criteria here are your GPA in your bachelor, your GMAT score, and the performance in our admission interview. Yeah, maybe the most important after the career perspectives actually is the HHL spirit, which is very unique at HHL. So we are a very small community. We have close connection between students and professors, student staff, students, alumni. And so this is like a big family, let's say it like this. It's hard to tell in a PowerPoint presentation, to be honest with you. So I recommend my candidates, if I speak to a candidate who want to apply at HHL or who is interested in applying at HHL, I always recommend speak to our students. Yeah, take your time and speak to our students, because this student of a university, they can give you the most insightful and most authentic view of the student life, of the university. So that's why I encourage you. We have on our website, we have, for instance, it's a tool called Unibody. You can scan the QR code, and then you come to the website where you can find a student, maybe also from your region, and then just chat with them, ask them. They are very helpful, and they're happy to answer you any questions very honestly. Yeah. So we have also student initiatives at HHL, because we also want you to be engaged in extracurricular activities. So for instance, we have a venture capital club. We have a football tournament called the European Ivy League. We have an entrepreneurship conference. It's called the Accelerate Conference. We have a very active alumni association. We have a charity student initiative called Business Student Without Borders. And we have also, you might notice, the TEDx talk at HHL once a year. So now you are maybe, hopefully, totally convinced by HHL and you want to apply. So how to become a part of our community. So we have 3 parts. Where we measure our applicants, let's say. So the academic performance first. So we require for our master in management degree, we require a bachelor in business administration or in a related subject. So this is the main admission requirement. Then we do also require a GMAT, as I said already, with 600 plus, and the TOEFL, or if you studied in English before, you don't need a TOEFL, but normally we require the TOEFL. Then we, regarding work experience, we require at least 3 months internship experience, up to, so between 3 months and 3 years is optimal. Over 3 years, we recommend the MBA program, but between 3 months and 3 years, we recommend the Master in Management program to you. And then, and this is the most important part, we have a personal admission interview with you. So for all our students from Germany, we offer an admission day on campus. And for all our international applicants, we offer a virtual admission interview. And the interview is taken by one of our professors. And this is actually the most important part in the whole application process, because there we want to find out not only your academic knowledge or your academic abilities, we also want to find out about your motivation, about your personal fit to HHL, about your goals, and so on. So, and that's why the admission interview is a very important part in the whole admission process. It takes one hour, and the first part is more about your academic knowledge. And in the second part, you have to give a presentation by your own. It's followed by a Q&A session. And for the presentation, you get a topic 2 days in advance of the interview, and then you have to prepare a PowerPoint presentation and to give the presentation during the interview. And the good thing is, within 1 week, you get the admission result from us. So when you perform well in the interview, and if you have all the academic requirements ready, then you get the admission letter within 1 week after the interview. So that's in short the steps. I just talked about it. What I also would like to do, I would like to invite you to our upcoming virtual campus day. So we have one in 2 weeks. It's a Saturday on October 16th. And yeah, it's like today, a virtual day. You can stop by. We offer open lectures. We offer a chat with students. Our career service team will introduce their strategy. And I think it's a good chance to learn more about our school and our master programs. And on October 20th, we have also quite an interesting webinar about how to successfully apply to HHL. So there, our admission team gives you tips and tricks how you should apply at HHL, how you can stand out from the crowd. So that's it from my side. I hope I gave you a short preview about HHL. As I said, I really encourage you either stop by at our virtual campus day or talk to our students and yeah, get more information from their student point of view. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much for this engaging presentation. I also think that having a smaller university is really like to have a spirit of a group is really important. For example, in my group, we, even though it's University of Bremen, sorry, I wanted to study in Berlin, but yeah, in Bremen, the university is big, but our group was only 20 people. So it's really like close connection to professor. You are not somewhere at the end of the class and just listening, and you can just ask questions. So it's really nice. Overall, like, thank you both of you for the presentation and also team for answering questions in Q&A already. But I still have a list for you of some from some students. So some of the things you have already mentioned, both of you, but maybe some students joined a bit later. So please don't mind if I repeat the same things. So the first thing was about the background of like bachelor background. One of our attendees has background in yeah, so first of all, you both have mentioned that you need financial background, and even if it's a general bachelor, it's okay. But the person has background in electrical engineering, but work experience in marketing, and yeah, is always rejected from public universities. So how can we behave in this way? If you have any suggestions, maybe we can share info email if you wish or so, if you are not like the correct person to ask this question right now, because you may not be in admission all the time.
Maybe I can start. So yeah, it's very hard. I see some of these applications, and normally then I look for if you maybe have some courses in your curriculum in business administration or finance, maybe some are related. Then maybe you get a pass in this course. But yeah, if there's nothing in business, it's not possible for us as well. So either yes, you know you have work experience, and work experience is very important, but we need the academic background as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for us it's unfortunately the same. Yeah, you need a bachelor in business or in a related subject. We require at least 40 ECTS, 40 to 60 ECTS in business subjects. But yeah, we have many candidates applying with a bachelor or want to apply with a bachelor in engineering, for instance. And unfortunately, I always recommend then the MBA program, because the MBA program is exactly for this target group, yeah, for people who didn't study business before. But then you need work experience. Yeah, in our case, you need at least 3 years work experience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, again, both of you have mentioned about the application process. I saw on the last slide, Ms. Vogel had this online application. I also know that for team, there is also online application, but there were still some questions. Are you getting application via UniAssist? So maybe I'm wrong and you are also using UniAssist. Please correct me if it's the case.
For us, not, no. We have our own application tool, application portal, where you can upload all your documents, and yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the same is for you. Yeah.
So yeah, we use UniAssist. You can, there are 2 ways. So if you have a bachelor degree from a German university or a master degree from a German university, normally then you can apply via our normal homepage, but otherwise we have to go through UniAssist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Yeah, this question is directly to Tim. The question was, I have a GPA of 2.65 in BBA. How can I be accepted?
Actually, with GPA and how to calculate it in our system, I don't know. My colleague could have calculated it, but I'm not.
No, it's already German system. The person, yeah, it's.
But it's GPA, wasn't it?
2.65. Okay.
But 2.65 out of 4.0. So yeah, like I said, you need more than 3.0 in our German system. And if you have 2.65, then it's totally fine. What was the another part of the question?
Yeah, the bachelor was in BBA.
Yes, so business, Bachelor of Business Administration, perfect.
Yeah, there was also a question about bachelor's program in HH Leipzig. As far as I know, there are no bachelor's program, and I have posted the link in the chat of all programs or degree programs at the university. So for those who are interested, please check it. So we have also a question. Please, with masters in financial service management can be studied on part-time basis.
Depends on you. So I know some students who achieved this. Nevertheless, this is a full-time program. So you are expected to be here in person. If you find a job, so I have a friend of mine, he worked part-time in his job and then do this program. It's a lot of work and you need a very flexible employer, then maybe it's possible. So otherwise, yeah, not really. Of course, this is a full-time program and you should focus on the study program.
Absolutely agree. Talking about jobs, as soon as Ms. Vogel was mentioning average salaries, we had 4 people joining the webinar. And as soon as the interview was mentioned, then some of them left. So let's continue the track of work experience. So there was a general question about work after the studies. So I'll just give a small input from my side. After graduating or after graduation, the international students can get 18 months job seeker visa, which is not job visa. And you just have this time to find a job which is related to the field of study from where you have graduated. And please don't mix up this with work visa because they are different. Work visa is after this, when you already have your contract, and it can be prolonged to the time period until when your contract runs. Both of you have already mentioned about job perspectives. Could you very briefly elaborate how fast students can find internship or jobs, maybe internships during the studies and jobs after the graduation? Just very briefly, because you have both mentioned it during your presentations.
So I think I mentioned it already that within 3 months after graduation, 95% of our students found a job. So most of our international students also stay in Germany. So most of them stay here in Germany. And yeah, internships, it is, of course, you have to apply as soon as you have started your studies, actually, because you're supposed to do the internship in a 4 term, and so apply as soon as possible. And therefore we offer many networking events during the program, and you get to know many companies and many company representatives, and just use the opportunity and do networking. I think this is really, really important.
Yeah, I cannot provide such hard numbers, but for my feeling and a lot of friends of mine, a lot of students for us use, for example, a break semester to doing a full or a very long internship. And they use this opportunity because in our program, internship is not part of the program. So therefore, most of the students use the opportunity here in Germany to go for a longer internship during the studies. Nevertheless, after our program, yes, of course, a lot of my friends are working now in Munich or Frankfurt or everywhere in Germany. Of course, in most cases in bigger cities, because if you are not very good in German, you might have problems with finding maybe a job in smaller cities, because international jobs in Germany, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you have German courses, and everyone is encouraged to attend them, even though your study programs are in English. And so it's always nice to say at least thank you in German, and please employers. All right, thank you very much for participating in Q&A. There was management program without GMAT. So as far as I understood, the requirement is their GMAT, therefore it should be there. I assume it's not possible, but you have time to prepare yourself and to provide the best score possible so that you are definitely in next year. All right, I will not take more of your time because I'm already over time, which I promised again not to be. But anyways, I think the most important thing is that everyone got the answer to their question, and I hope that it was a very informative webinar. If you still have questions, you can email us at info@mygermanuniversity.com. Sibei will share the email in the chat. After the webinar, we will also send you the presentations from the speakers so that maybe you can go through them again and check eligibility requirements, job opportunities, and other details which maybe you could not capture during the presentation. Otherwise, the webinar was also streamed via Facebook, and you can rewatch it later on when and if it will be published on YouTube. Okay, one last favor which I would like to ask is to also take some of your time, as we did for you, and give us some rating if it's possible. Sibei has shared the links, direct links for Facebook and Google. It will be really nice to have your review, your comments, suggestions, maybe suggestions for other subject webinars, and we will definitely take them into account because we always try to do our best to meet your impressions, requirements, and hopes as well. All right, so if any of you wants to add anything, you are free to do so. If not, then I will thank Sibe for participating or for actively helping me in chat and Q&A, and also for the presentation at the beginning. And the speakers, thank you again for your time, and hope to see you at some other occasion, and hope that some of our attendees will end up at your universities. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you also. Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.